I haven't answered her calls. 12 hours. 87 missed calls. Every time her name flashes on the screen, I let it fade. Right now, I'm sitting in a dim corner of an expensive restaurant, her sister across from me. Candlelight catches the curve of her glass as she smirks, watching me ignore another call. The steak is perfect. The wine is better. And outside, the city hums, oblivious to the storm I've set in motion. We'd been married 8 years, not perfect, but ours. We built a home together, brick, mortar, and shared dreams. I thought we had a bond forged in late-night talks, inside jokes, and scars no one else knew about. She used to call me her anchor, the steady one, the safe one. I believed that was love. Lately, she'd been restless, scrolling travel blogs, following free spirit influencers, speaking in Instagram quotes. She told me she needed a break, a girl's trip. I don't want to be a wife right now, she said, like the role was a coat she could just take off. I want to be free. I told her to go. That was my first mistake. The photo came 3 days later, a hotel balcony, a sunset dripping gold over some nameless coastline, and him, her ex. His arm around her waist, her head against his chest. The caption read, "The man I should have married." My hands didn't shake when I saw it. My chest didn't tighten. I just went still. Because in that moment, something snapped. Not in anger, but in clarity. I didn't confront her, didn't rage, didn't plead. Instead, I started moving pieces. First, I logged into our airline account and canceled her return ticket. Just a few clicks, gone. Refund routed to my account. Then I called the locksmith. New locks, new codes, security cameras synced to my phone. Next, I went to the bank, moved joint funds into my personal account, closed credit cards she had access to, froze the rest. All before she even posted her second photo, this one of them in bed, his hand resting where my vows once lived. She texted the morning her flight was supposed to leave. "Babe, my flight's at 10, can you pick me up?" I didn't reply. She landed at the airport hours later, except she didn't land at all. She arrived at the gate to find no reservation, no seat, no way home. The calls started. First, confused, then annoyed, then desperate. I ignored every single one. By noon, I knew she'd tried a taxi to our house. The cameras showed her at the front door, tugging the handle, punching in the old code, knocking hard enough for the glass to rattle. I watched from my phone while sipping coffee. Her voice cracked through the audio feed. "Open the door! What the hell is going on?" I muted it. Her sister texted me around 5. "What happened? She's been blowing up my phone." I told her to meet me for dinner. When she arrived, I slid my phone across the table, showing her the posts. She went silent, her jaw tightening. "She's always been like this," she muttered, almost to herself. We ordered dessert before the entrees arrived. At 8:12 p.m., the security camera pinged again. She was back at the door, hair tangled, makeup smudged, her suitcase at her feet. She was shouting now, pacing, crying. Her sister watched the live feed with me, her lips curling into something between pity and satisfaction. "She'll never see it coming," her sister whispered. When the last forkful of chocolate cake was gone, I sent her a message. Just one line. "You wanted to be free. Now you are." I watched her read it on the live feed. She froze, staring at her phone, her mouth parting in shock. Then came the pounding on the door again, louder, faster. The camera caught her sliding down to the ground, back against the doorframe, sobbing into her hands. No scene, no public humiliation, just silence. I'd already spoken to my lawyer. Divorce papers, full documentation of her affair, financial safeguards in place. She could keep her freedom. I kept everything else. I didn't stay to watch her leave. At 9 p.m., I left the restaurant with her sister, the night air cool and quiet. The streetlights glowed like they were in on the secret. My phone buzzed again in my pocket. I didn't need to look. There's a strange peace in not fighting back the way they expect. No shouting, no begging. Just calculated absence, like removing a single brick from the bottom of a wall and watching it collapse on its own. I didn't need her to admit what she did. The world had already seen it. She wanted a life without me. I gave it to her. Permanently. And here's the part she'll never understand. It's not the canceled flight, or the locked door, or the frozen accounts that will break her. It's the realization that I didn't fight for her. That I didn't even care enough to make it a battle. Because the opposite of love isn't hate. It's nothing. Now she's stranded, physically, emotionally, financially. And me? I'm free. Truly free.